Oh, and he's out.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel Darp, and welcome to Darp.0. In today's episode, we'll be looking at Freud's psychosexual stages, drug use, and the Schachter-Singer two-factor theory. And for our first segment on Freud's psychosexual stages, please welcome our psychological expert, Professor Domi.
Glad to be here, Daniel. So, although Freud was wrong in about 50% of his studies, give or take about 50%, we still must study his psychosexual stages. Now, it all begins in the oral stage. The child, from birth to age 1.5, is pleasured by placing foreign objects in his oral cavity, as demonstrated in this clip with our boy Benton.
Wow, those are some really foreign objects.
Yes, they are. And now let's move on to the anal stage. In the anal stage, which occurs from the ages of 1.5 to 3.5, the child learns to delay instant gratification. When fixated in the anal stage, a person becomes very obsessed with neatness and organization. This is why people are called anal.
Who touched my stuff?
Wow. Yeah, I think he's pretty fixated if you ask me.
I agree. Now for the phallic stage. This occurs from the ages of 3.5 to 6. And during this stage, the child begins to develop their sense of self and their sexuality. Now, unfortunately, Freud did misfire on this topic, believing that boys are attracted to their mothers and are in constant competition with their fathers, called the Oedipus complex. This is also evident in girls, called the Electra complex.
And look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Oh God! Mother Lord! Well, looks like we got our Rocky 7.
Yep, and up next is the latency stage, which is from the age 6 to puberty. And during this stage, the child's sexual attraction goes dormant, and you could say they're aiming for the friend zone. They simply want social interaction and intellectual exploration.
I really like you.
I really like you too, as a friend.
This is what happens when someone in the latency stage attempts social interaction. Now, the fifth and final stage of psychosexual development is the genital stage, and this occurs from puberty and onward. In this stage, people seek out healthy sexual relationships and romance. Unfortunately, we don't have a clip of this because none of our group members are yet in this stage.
Thank you, Professor Domi, for all your insight, and we'll be back after a short break.
Are you suffering from sadness, learned hopelessness, or even learned helplessness? The signs of depression? Well, Prozac may be the drug for you! Prozac's an SSRI, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Some of the common causes Prozac is used for are major depressive disorder, bulimia nervosa, or even OCD. Some side effects of this drug include blurred vision, uneven levels of serotonin in the blood, and even skin irritation. That's all we have today from the Prozac company. Thank you for your time.
Welcome back to the show. Today we'll be talking about alcohol use and its wonderful effects. And we're bringing in our alcohol expert, Dr. Jack Daniels.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jack Daniels. Today we're talking about the effects of alcohol. To start off, alcohol, when you consume it, about 20% of it goes straight to your bloodstream, while the rest of it is digested through your small intestines. Alcohol also mimics neurotransmitters and stops actual ones from getting through. As well as being considered as a depressant, alcohol slows down your senses. It also stops you from accessing learned movements that you have in the cerebellum.
Oh, and he's out.
That guy's decision making was clearly impaired because his frontal lobe was not working because of the effects of alcohol.
Yeah, and to find out more about behind his decision making, we're gonna bring him in for a web redemption right after the break. Stay tuned.
Do you suffer from anxiety or panic attacks? Well, Xanax may be the drug for you! Xanax affects the chemicals in the brain and helps it with people in anxiety. Side effects of this drug include depression, racing thoughts, confusion, and sometimes even drowsiness. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thanks, and have a wonderful day. Bye, Xanax.
So Benson, what made you think it was a good idea to go out to the baseball field drunk?
Well, Dr. Darp, as it was prescribed by my doctor, Dr. Jack Daniels, to go drunk to this baseball game. So that's basically where I got my inspiration from. It was almost a court order, in fact. So.
What was going through your mind during that first pitch?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking I was gonna hit a yak. I was trying not to yak and just trying to hit it over the fence instead. And then the ball started coming to me, and I just froze. I just didn't do the right thing.
Did you just take it?
I mean, you're supposed to turn your shoulder, when a pitch is coming toward you, but I opened up and it was just right at the target. What more can I say?
Okay. So have you recovered?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting there. I'm on the way.
Well, you got a shot at web redemption. How would you like to go out there and try it again?
I mean, all respect, Dr. Dart, but my boy Dr. Daniels told me I probably shouldn't be doing that. I probably shouldn't be going out there for at least another week, but...
Well, then let's go do it anyway.
Okay!
All right, Benson, all you gotta do is you just gotta make contact. That's all you gotta do.
All I gotta do?
Yep. Just make contact with the bat.
Oh, with the bat. Okay.
Alright, we'll be wrapping up our episode with the Schachter Singer two-factor theory. So please welcome back our psychological and dating expert, Dr. Domi. Welcome back, Dr. Professor Mr. Domi.
Thanks, Daniel. So the two-factor theory states that physiological arousal and a cognitive label intermingle to create the emotional experience. Now, it is the cognitive label that you put on this arousal that determines what emotion you will feel. Which means, guys, you can make a girl feel attracted to you when she's really not at all. Now that she's physiologically aroused, you can seal the deal and make her attribute that arousal to you.
My heart is racing. It must be because of Benton.
Silly Emma, you're not aroused by this man Benton. You're simply aroused due to the physical activity of working out. You falsely attributed your arousal to Benton.
Well, it looks like Benton just happens to be at the right place at the right time. Looks like a foolproof way to pick up girls if you ask me. Well, that's all we got for today. I'm Daniel Darp, signing off.